Hey, what's going on, everybody? Another great lesson coming at you today. So today we're up to chapter 14 and 15, and you're going to learn a lot about the power of learning. So let's jump right into it. I know you have your notepads or you're taking some notes. What I did also, I highlighted some key words here. I think this will help you remember what you're learning. So let's get right to it. The power of learning. Cashflow Quadrant. Lifelong learning is as the key to financial freedom. Kiyosaki argues that continuous learning is essential for long-term success in the B and the I quadrant. You notice what I did as I highlighted the word continuous to long-term to B and I quadrants. So this should give you a visual that continuous long-term learning is associated with the B and I quadrants, which is the big business and the investment quadrants. He emphasizes that those who actively seek knowledge are better equipped to handle financial challenges and seize opportunities. Notice the word seek connected with challenges and seize. So when you're seeking knowledge, what you're doing is you're insulating yourself from setbacks and things like that. So you're accepting the challenge and you can seize the opportunity. Why? Because you've got the knowledge. Let's continue. Financial education over traditional education. Traditional education, which is like, what you see in school these days, often prepares you for jobs, which is essential, I think, when you first start out. But financial education prepares you for independence. Independence meaning you're not relying on a boss to tell you what to do. You know what to do based on what you're learning. Kiyosaki urges readers to learn about money management, investing, and entrepreneurship, skills that directly support financial freedom. So look at the words. Financial education is connected with independence, money management and investing, and in entrepreneurship. Learning through action and mistakes. The chapter stresses that real learning happens through experience. Kiyosaki encourages readers to embrace their trial and error view mistakes to valuable lessons rather than setbacks. Remember, this is a shift on how you think. Whenever you have things don't going your way, they're valuable lessons. They're not setbacks. Yes, they're actually holding you back from where you want to go. I understand. But it's a time to kind of pull over. Imagine you're driving a car, you run out of gas, you pull over and get the gas. So it's a valuable lesson. Finding mentors and coaches, he highlights that the value of learning from successful people, especially those who have achieved mastery in the B and I quadrants. Successful people, B and I quadrants, mastery, boom, boom. Connect the dots, folks. Mentors often offer insight and guidance that can accelerate progress and help avoid common pitfalls. I want you to imagine that if you're driving a car, okay, and you are going down from New York to LA, yes, you'll get there in probably in 4 days. But if you accelerate the car, if you go faster and it's safe to do it, guess what? You get there in less time. So mentorship and coaching shrinks time. It actually moves you into the future faster than if you didn't have coaches and mentors. Why? Because they're already there at the destination that you're trying to get to. Think about it. A coach and somebody who's a mentor who's already successful, he's already at that destination where you want to go, and therefore he's pulling you there faster like a magnet. Whereas if you didn't have a coach or a mentor, it'll take you a lot longer. Depends on how you implement, of course, right? Investing in personal growth. Kiyosaki advises investing time and effort and resources into personal development. Well, folks, what you're doing right now, listening to me right now here, is personal development. You're developing your personality in a way. It is more attractive. It is where you can consume the right knowledge to build your success. As personal growth directly correlates with financial success. Wow, that's huge. Personal growth is connected with financial success. So when you're learning this stuff, it's like putting money in the bank. You can't take it out yet, but you're putting money in the bank. Lifelong learning fuels confidence, skills, and the ability to adapt changing financial landscape. That's huge. Confidence and skill. Wow. I mean, think about it. When you're engaged in a process and you have confidence, guess what happens? You can think of a solution faster than if you don't have confidence. And how you get confidence is knowledge in the right area. Number 15, chapter 15, the power of giving. This is huge. The power between wealth and giving. Kiyosaki explains that the mindset of generosity can enhance financial success. Well, guess what I'm doing right now? I'm giving. I'm not even asking for anything back. Generosity enhances. It actually benefits me when I share these words to you because it builds my confidence in my business. He believes that those who give back tend to attract positive energy, opportunities, and even wealth into their lives. Shifting from scarcity to abundance. A scarcity mindset focuses on lack, while an abundance mindset believes in the ample resources and opportunities. Kiyosaki emphasizes that generosity fosters an abundance mindset, which is essential for thriving in the B and I quadrants. And I can say this from a story from me back in many years ago when I used to live in Canada. I went to a company here in the States and I said, let me work for you for free. That's right. I was crazy back then because I knew that if I gave something to them, I would create the law of reciprocity, because once you've given yourself to somebody else, you create a void that attracts something back to you. And guess what? Got a promotion, right? Because I proved to them that hold your checkbook. I want to make sure that I am, I can earn my way to where I want to be rather than you giving me an opportunity. I want to create the opportunity, and I can guarantee you that me working with you, and this is what I told them, that your sales will go up, that your company would improve in whatever areas what we talked about. And guess what? At first I wasn't successful, but I gave the time, gave the energy, I learned, put my money into learning courses, and this is what happens. You do the same thing, my friends, you're going to be there too. Giving as a form of investing, by giving, whether you're through charity, mentorship, or sharing knowledge. Think about it. Charity, sharing knowledge is like charity. Isn't that huge? Individuals build networks and goodwill that often lead to new opportunities and connections. This is huge. When you're sharing knowledge, people are gravitated to the right knowledge, and if you're like this and liking this knowledge, guess what happens? We build a connection. You may send a message to me saying, hey, I like this, I have a question about it. Connections. I may be interested in your product one day. Who knows? You may be interested in other products that we have. What it does, it builds leadership, and it also puts you in a position where you can do more and help others. Personal fulfillment through generosity. Kiyosaki urges that giving brings a deeper sense of fulfillment and purpose. Wow. Think about it. Most people looking out there in the society, they're asking for, what can I do? This brings me a quote from John F. Kennedy when he said when he was in power in the early 60s, he said, don't ask what the country can do for you, it's what you can do for your country. You can relate that to a job. Don't ask for people to give you a job, ask what you can do to create a job, or create a business in this case. Encourage to serve and empower others. The chapter concludes, the power messages wealth allows us to positively impact others. This is huge. I've had people tell me that I don't want to get rich, I'm not materialistic, I want to make just enough money to pay my bills, and that's great. But guess what? You're being a little bit selfish because you're only looking after yourself. Yeah, so if you only need to make $50,000 a year to live comfortably, well, for me, comfortably is going beyond what's just helping yourself. It's helping others. That's wealth. So you can impact others. Kiyosaki encourages readers to use their success as a way to lift others, create a cycle of giving and growth. Chapters 14 and 15 inspires leaders to pursue financial freedom through continuous learning and generosity. Kiyosaki insights on personal growth and giving underscore that true wealth is about building fulfillment, impact life that benefits not only oneself, but that's where you guessed it, others. I want to give you something here today that will help you in moving up in the world, in the business world, and actually moving up in the ladder. Let's take a look at this. I'm going to be sending this to you in a PDF format, and I want you to answer these questions. This is for you. Print it out and answer these questions. You can use this worksheet specifically to improve your business or do a better job if you work for someone else, and this can get you promoted, or even get you in a different industry if you want. And if you look back in the last 12 months in your business or your job, what were the biggest needle movers? Think about it. What really shifted? Number 2, what are the biggest impact in your business, in finances, and life? Take a moment to think about this and write this down. When you write answers to these questions, folks, what happens is it starts to crystallize in your mind, and you'll come up with even more ideas to do a better job in your job or in your business. Here's a good question. What are the biggest mistakes that you've made in the last 12 months that you could warn others not to do so that they can avoid those mistakes as well? What small daily or weekly habits do you do that help add to your business, personal and financial success? Look at this. If you could run into your teenage self, what is the one thing that you would teach them that could exponentially change their life forever? What is the one thing you're going to be doing in your business that makes you more successful than your competition and then others may not know it exists? This is for you folks. This exercise will definitely get you thinking, and I know it's going to make you go to the top. Having said that, make sure you share and like this video, subscribe if you haven't. More great stuff is coming your way, and look forward to the next call. Make it a great day.